too.
Video.
Good morning. It's a little after 6 o'clock and we camped about a mile from Highway Road outside of Crater Lake that has the water cache, and then we thought we would have to carry water for about 17 miles, but when we started hiking, someone coming southbound said that there was a water cache about 9 miles from where we were, so I have a little less than 3 liters right now. Probably I drank some this morning, but I was planning on carrying more water for over most of the day today. So that'll be nice. I can try to drink more of it and then get some more water up ahead here. So I've heard it before, but I guess I don't remember people saying that Oregon was quote-unquote dry. It's not dry, but there's just definitely like 10-mile stretches, 15-mile stretches without water. Pretty often it's been seeming for the first week or so, or I guess a few days that we've been in Oregon, so that's different. A little different for me, I guess. I don't know. Haven't had to do many water carries this year, so it's a little chilly this morning. It's definitely getting colder, I feel like, in the mornings. I don't know if I mentioned this, but sorry, my speech is really bad in the morning. We're waking up a half hour earlier now that we're in Oregon, just to kind of maximize the day a little bit more. So we're starting hiking at 5:30 instead of 6. So maybe that's why it just feels a little bit colder, I don't know. I definitely will be wanting some gloves again soon. And I actually might switch over to my leggings to hike in instead of my shorts. So I might change that up. And Katie's leaving tomorrow, should be here when we're in Bend, so that's really exciting. And she'll have all my warmer weather gear, so I could start sleeping in maybe my thermals again or something. I've still been sleeping in like a tank and shorts, and that's still been fine, but last night I was just a little bit chilly, so maybe it just got a little bit cooler last night, but it's been all flat for the past 30 minutes or so, and I think that's what our day kind of looks like again today, is that it's pretty well graded, so that's a nice change of pace.
So I just found out that Falls wasn't behind me. He was in front of me all this time. That's hilarious. So I figured it out. He must have passed me when I was digging my cat hole for the second time today. He stealthily passed me and I did not hear him, so I thought he was behind me because I didn't see him pass me, so that's kind of funny. He's taking a little break back there, so he's not that far behind me now. So, solved the mystery. So I just took my afternoon break, and it's 3:45 right now. Took a little 20-25 minute, put my feet up and relax. Had some Pedialyte and some ProBar gummies to get me through the rest of the day. Usually Falls is maybe max like 10-15 minutes behind me, but I was there for almost a half hour and he didn't show up, so he must be taking a break and maybe half hour to 40 minutes behind me right now. I think he's going a little bit slower, he said, to try to just maintain the day because we're doing a 35.5 mile day, and we've been keeping up 30 pluses, and it's tough. So I'm sure he's feeling it, I'm feeling it, so probably we'll get to camp sooner than him. About 9 miles to go to camp, and should be there by 7, hopefully. So, sounds good. Made to the highest point in Oregon on the PCT. What is it, 75, 60? Took a little early lunch break around 11 this morning. That was really nice by the creek. And now we're carrying water for the rest of the day. There's a cache that was like 22 miles from the creek. Not really sure if we'll make it there tonight. I'm leaning towards probably not, since it was 38 miles from where we're camped, and there's a campsite about 35.5 miles from where we were camped. And that just seems like a better option, better bet, to keep it consistent and not just kind of do more, because we're carrying water anyway. So I don't know, we'll see how the rest of the day goes. Knees are a little bit sore, but I think it's just because of the pack weight right now with some extra water. Rest of the day we're going down and some flat. We're just reached the kind of like up of the day, so I think the rest of the day will be pretty mellow. It's like probably like mid 60s or probably in the 70s right now. Feels pretty good, and yeah, it's pretty beautiful out right now. So that's it.
Just after 8 o'clock, and got to the water cache about 2.5 miles from where we were camped last night in the morning. We actually saw a flare camp there. Got filled up, and then our next water was probably like 10 miles from there. So right now we just finished one of our ups for the day, and now we're going down, and we're doing about 32.5 miles to Willamette Pass, which is actually where my friend Issa from previous work is going to pick us up and take us to get some food, hang out, maybe grab a drink, and then take us back to trail. And we'll probably do another mile or two and just night hike a little bit into the dark, set up camp, and then have 2 more full days till we get to the youth camp. So I'm really excited about that. Kind of breaks up the long days, and get to see my friend. So that'll be really nice to see her tonight. Hopefully we won't get into Willamette Pass too late, so that we can have some time and not get back to trail too late either. Don't really want to be setting up my tent too late, so I think because she said she lives in Oak Ridge, which is maybe like an hour, so if we can maybe hit a food place that's like local and not go back in. I don't want to have to make her drive back and forth like 3 times or so we'll see.
So right now I'm walking around this gorgeous lake, and there's people set up all the way around the lake with their big tents. Small fire right now, people have bikes, and I'm so jealous. Look, there's cars over there. I'm so envious right now of people who are just sitting at the lake, having a good day. in their cool big tents. Gonna eat some burgers tonight, some hot dogs. They're gonna sit in their inner tubes and they're gonna sit on the lake with a drink, a cold beverage, and they're gonna enjoy. But I'm gonna watch from afar, smell the smoke from their nice fire, and I'm gonna keep walking, because that's what I do. And then when I'm done walking, I'm gonna do what they're doing, because that sounds really nice. So about an hour ago, we left our lunch break spot and we sat around a very nice cold spring and it was delightful. And now we are on our way to the highway, to whatever pass is down there, Williamette. We're going to Williamette Pass to meet my friend Isa, and we should be there between 6 and 6:30 to get down. We had about 11 and a half miles from our lunch spot. So hopefully get there as soon as we can. And I'm really excited to see one of my friends that I haven't seen in a while. So it'll be a good day. I've been looking forward to this ever since she messaged me. I got her message, I think, right before Crater Lake. So it was only this week. So she reached out to me and honestly it worked out perfectly. So like I said, it breaks up the days really nicely and just excited. Today we finally ran into a couple that I hiked around in the desert when Katie and I first started. Their names are Antoinette and Josh. Antoinette's trail name is Cricket, and honestly I have no idea what Josh's trail name is. I just know them as like Ant and Josh because that's what their Instagram is, and I just know that they're a couple and they're super awesome, super funny, super nice, and we caught them today around that lake that I was talking about earlier, and then we had the tail end of our lunch with them as well. So they're stopping at, what is this up here? I forget the lodge that's right before where we're getting off, but they're stopping there, and so we should probably see them or run into them tomorrow then, once we get back on trail tonight, if they leave the lodge tomorrow morning or whatever. So that's cool that we're kind of like back in their little bubble or just around them. Nice to see familiar faces and talk about stuff that we kind of went through around the same time. So that's also good. And a little bit warm this afternoon, but I'm catching some shade now, going back into the trees, so that's great. All right, bye. See you probably down at the highway.
Good morning. We just got back on trail. It's about 7 a.m. Yesterday was awesome, yesterday night, so I'm sorry I didn't take any videos, but I was trying to be in the moment with my friend and just enjoy and spend time with her. So yesterday we got to the parking area across Highway 58 a little bit before 6 o'clock, and we hung out there. My friend Isa picked us up a little after 6 with her friend Ronan, and she picked us up, took us to eat in a small town called Oak Ridge, about 30 minutes off the trail. We went to a pub, had a good burger and fries, sweet potato fries, of course, and had a soda. Falls ordered a brownie sundae and I scooped a bite of that. That was delicious. That was just super nice to see her catch up, have some real food. And then we went to a hot spring and sat in there. That was nice. Just to soak our bodies and stuff. And then we went back to where she's staying and threw up my tent, and they're going for a day hike today, so they offered to drive us back to the trailhead this morning, and here we are now. So it was just really nice to have that little night and spend time with her. Sorry, it's still early. I think I'm still waking up again, but we're planning to do still a 30+ mile day today, so we'll have a full day today and tomorrow, and hopefully get maybe about 34 miles today, even though we started later. Just have to hike probably later today than 6:30. Just I have to go to like 7:30 or 8 tonight. I'll see what the day brings, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Alright, see you down trail. So there's a trail race going on today, partly on the PCT. So constantly I've been looking behind me to make sure there's no runners, because quite a few have passed me already. And I was down at a junction earlier where a guy told me that they're coming through for the next few miles, so just trying to be aware of them too. I'm on my second uphill of the day. Should be uphill soon, or at the end of the climb soon. And heard there's an aid station coming up, so maybe they'll give me a cup of Gatorade or something. We'll see. But that's what I'm dealing with right now. As you can tell, I'm out of breath because I'm going up, but I've been booking it ever since we got back on trail. So when we got back on trail, like 10 minutes later, we got held up by like 30 minutes because we saw someone that we knew coming southbound. So that delayed our start a little bit more. And I really hate getting to camp late. And we're planning on a 34.3 at this tent site because we still are trying to maintain our schedule to get into Bend or get to the youth camp by Monday. So we planned out like 4 35s in a row so we could just do 15 miles on Monday and get there by like 11 in the morning. So just trying to keep that schedule. I probably will be hiking a little bit later tonight, unless I run after lunch, like I run some trail. But I mean, no need to injure myself, but I just like getting to camp earlier. So I think I'm actually quite ahead of Falls just because he likes to go like slow and steady throughout the day. And I mean, so do I, but right now I've been booking it. I just been going like maybe a half a mile faster than my usual pace, or at least a few points above. Just trying to get to the next water source to take a lunch break at, and I'm gonna try to shave some time off lunch too, because usually we take like an hour break or a little more, and I might try to do like a 30 to 40 minute just so I can keep moving. Like I said, just get to camp, so that's what we got here. You know how you have days where you think that the day
is gonna go poorly. Well, I thought that this morning, but I just got good news from a sober that there's trail magic where I'm planning on taking my lunch break. So I am super excited. Don't know what kind it is, but I did get Oreos and a shot of Coca-Cola from the aid station for the runners, so that's exciting. And I don't know, I'm enjoying like pushing myself right now this morning. And yeah, I know like 34 miles, it sounds so long and like taunting, but I mean, we've been finishing 35s from 5:30 in the morning to like 6:30, or like even we did 35 and a half the other day by 6:30. So I feel good about today. I think I'm gonna make it to camp not too late. I think I'm feeling good about it. So yeah, I'm excited. It's the little things that make you go faster and make you so excited. So yeah, this morning I was like, okay, great. Like I knew we were going to go on a trail a little bit later. I knew we were going to meet my friend last night, so I expected to start later. I knew that and stuff. And then getting held up by talking to someone that we know. His name's Gravity. He was in Falls' Tramily in the desert. Like, that's not a big deal either. Like, that's super cool. Like, to talk to someone that you know and you haven't seen for a while. That's worth the time, you know what I mean? Like, when you don't want to be rushing by people, be like, oh, I got miles to do, see ya. So, you know, happy balance. So I'm excited. See what they have up here. Honestly, I'd be fine with a cold drink. Honestly, I'd be fine with just a chair. So I'm always greatly appreciative of the trail magic that people provide. And even when people are just nice and they talk to me. So that's all. All right, thank you to Ducky's dad and Ducky's mom. Had a little trail magic back there. I'm just leaving now. They made hot dogs. They had some chips, beers, sodas, had a banana, and sat in a chair. So that was really nice. Warming up my feet and my body again, and ready for the rest of the day. So we're camping at, it's like I think Mac Lake tonight. So headed there for the rest of the day. And yeah, that was just a really nice little lunch, little pick me up, and to keep me fueled for the rest of the day. All right. So I'm in my tent now, and I think it's like a little past 8 o'clock. I got here around 7, I think, or a little bit before. So, I mean, that's really not bad for starting so late. This morning was great. After the trail magic, my feet started bothering me. Yesterday, I've been getting some rubbing, and I think it's from my dirty socks. So I wrung them out in the lake that we're next to tonight in hopes that it'll be better tomorrow. I put some Neosporin on it's just like my top of my toes are kind of like rubbed raw, and the last 3 hours of the day were pretty painful for me. So I think I might cut the tops out of my shoes, because these shoes have like almost 800 miles on them, or probably do. I got them in Sierra City, and they're very worn down, and I can tell because my feet hurt. My feet don't normally hurt, so yeah. They're just like destroyed,
So I definitely need new shoes. I'm gonna get those in Bend. But other than the little blisters on my toes, the day was actually pretty good. It was just the last 3 hours were painful for myself. I started hiking in my Crocs for the last hour because it hurt. So finish dinner, lay down, and cut the tops out of my shoes and go to bed because I'm very tired. Good night. It's Sunday, August 18th, and I'm waiting for Falls to be done with his cattle. I feel a lot better this morning. I cut the tops of my shoes out, and that has helped with some of the rubbing. And then yesterday, one of the guys that we were camping with, his name's Raider, gave me his some tape and some bandages, so I put that on there, and right now it's pretty cushiony. I just hope it doesn't fall off towards the end of the day and create more pain for me, so we'll see how it goes, but for right now we're good and just slow and steady throughout the day. So I'm at camp here, and we have about 17 and a half miles tomorrow to the junction for the youth camp. So we're gonna start at 5 a.m. tomorrow to maximize the day, and get in between 11 and 12, and then Falls' friend is gonna be there to pick us up, which is gonna be amazing. And then Katie will be in town too. So she's been driving out here from Pennsylvania. Tomorrow will be her 4th day. She said she stayed in Indiana one night and then Nebraska last night. I think she said she was trying to get to Salt Lake City today and then make it to Bend tomorrow. So that'll be really nice because we're gonna zero on Tuesday, and so she should be able to spend the day with me, and I'm just really looking forward to the zero and just relaxing before we go into the last little bit of Oregon and going to Washington. So I'm really excited, and I'm grateful and thankful for Falls' friend who's picking us up and staying at our house, and for Katie coming out here and supporting us and just being able to pick us up from the trailhead and stuff. Really interested to see how that's gonna go. And yeah, my feet were better today. Still not the best, but I taped them this morning, and then like I said, I cut out the top, so not a whole lot of rubbing, but hopefully tomorrow is the same, and then I can kind of take care of them a little bit better after I shower, and I can wrap them up and get some Lugo tape. But I am definitely going to REI to get new shoes in Bend, and I need another pair of socks, and yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed. Night.